Since now I'm nearing the end of teaching Unit 1 about cells, students have completed a discussion board and an assignment, I'm going to go ahead and give a quiz. I can do this online through Schoology by going to Add Materials, Add Test or Quiz, giving the quiz a name, Cell Quiz 1, assigning the due date, giving the quiz a point value, and putting it in the Assessments category. Now I click Create. Now this will take me to my Test and Quiz Creation window. There's various types of questions I can add. True or false, multiple choice, ordering, short answer, fill in the blank, or matching. You can also upload questions from different question banks or import a test and quiz from another resource. This first question I'm going to upload will be true or false. Now, it doesn't matter which type of question you create. There's a detailed tutorial that walks you through each question creation. Animal cells have cell walls. Now, you can change the text for true or false, or just leave it true or false. For this question, I'm going to leave it. And the correct answer is false. You can also require a correction. So to get the question completely correct, I could require students to correct it and say, plant cells have cell walls. You can change the weighted percentage here. So if I want to just make it worth, let's say, 30% for the correction and 70% for the student acknowledging that the statement is false, I can do that here. For each question, you can also give it a time limit. So if you check the box, you can enter a time limit here. I'm going to give students 2 minutes per question. Now this question will be worth 10 points of the entire 100-point quiz. And I'll click Create Question. And here's my first one. Now let's create another question. This one will do multiple choice. What organelle creates and stores energy in the cell? You have a choice of how many answer options you want. We'll make answer option 1, the nucleus, number 2, the ribosome, number 3, mitochondria, and 4, the chloroplast. Right here is where you want to click the correct answer. So now this is a trick question because there's 2 correct answers. But the Schoology test feature allows you to have 2 correct answers for a multiple choice question, enabling the creation of more challenging questions for students. You can also add more answer options to make the question even more challenging. Here you have the option to allow partial credit if you have multiple answers, and again make the question timed. We're going to leave this one untimed and leave it at a 10-point value. We'll create one more question before we move on. This one will make a fill in the blank. Prokaryotic cells do not have blank. I insert my blank of where I want the student to insert their answer by entering an underscore. Have blank organelles. Now you fill in the correct answer down here. And in this case, it'll be membrane bound. If the answer is somewhat subjective and students may have 3 answers that are still correct for the question, you can add multiple answers here. You can also allow partial credit if there's multiple fill in the blanks for one question. Offer a word bank for the students to choose from, and again make the question timed. So now we'll create question. Now we'll preview our test by clicking Preview. This is the window students will come up to when they get ready to take their test. They'll click Begin Test or Quiz, and this is what it would look like. This gives you one question at a time. So you can move on to the next one, and the next. You can change this and have all questions on one page over in the settings. In the settings, you can also add instructions. Tell students to take their time or give them hints on any of the questions up here in this full text editor. In the availability menu, you can alter when the test is available. You can hide it from students until the date that it's given, or automatically make it available and close it on a certain date. You can give them a time limit. You can also give students multiple attempts. Say if this is a take-home quiz and you want to give them 2 chances to do it and take the highest score, you have this option here. You can randomize the order of the questions. Now here you decide whether you want all questions on one page or 1 question per page. You can have different languages entered on the keyboard. If this was a Spanish quiz, having a Spanish keyboard would probably be very helpful. You can decide whether students can review their questions after their submission here. Again, if this is a take-home quiz or test, students may want to stop and resume it at a later time. You can give them that option by making the test resumable. Students can go back and view their submissions by clicking Yes, or they can also view the correct answers with their submission by clicking Yes with the correct answers. By checking the box here, you hide the point value of each question. If you do not check this box, the point value of each question will be visible next to the question title. Again, you want to make sure all of these changes are saved by clicking Save Changes.